So students, this is the program. If you haven't watched my previous video where I have explained you in briefly what exactly the structure of the Sierpinski gasket is, if you haven't watched it, please watch. The link is given in the description below. So you need to specify the point. As you can see the structure of the tetrahedron, 4 points or 4 vertices are required to draw the tetrahedron. 1, 2, 3 as well as 4. Since it's a 3D structure, so what we did, we have considered the 3D point. As you can see here, yeah, this one. So 4 cross 3 vertex to be specified. 4 cross 3 vertex, okay, V. The first point 0 0 0 we have taken float. It is actually 0 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 and minus 1 1 minus 1 and minus 1 are the 4 vertices we have taken on the graph. Then number of divisions are marked as n, number of divisions which is marked as n, integer value. Then triangle, as I said you earlier, tetrahedron, which is nothing but a set of 4 triangles, isn't it? Where it has got a 4 facets, each facet looks like a triangle. So you need to draw the triangle. Triangle is drawn with the help of the module triangle or triangle with the 3 points A, B and C. There you need to consider the polygon definition. GL begin, GL polygon you are supposed to write, and use the vector form of the vertex representation, GL vertex 3FV, followed by the formal argument A, B and C respectively. That is what the definition for triangle. Then divide triangle is there here. Divide triangle stands for what? As I said you, the mechanism, isn't it? You need to identify the midpoint of each edge of the particular triangle or particular facet, right? So 3 points, thrice the point to be mentioned, A, B as well as as well as C, sorry. The formal arguments, as M stands for the integer value, M stands for the number of subdivision you want to go for. Of course, point is a type we have taken there. We have defined this type point there above, of which is type float only. For the vertex we have named as point. V1, V2 and V3 we have taken here. Then identification of the midpoint, sorry, as you can see, identification of the midpoint, right, for each triangle. So for j is 0 0 2, j is less than 3 we have taken. V1 of j, how it is identified? It is A of j plus B of j divided by 2. It is the average value, right? If this is a side of the triangle, then how you are finding the midpoint? How you are taking the average value? These two summation divided by 2, which will give you the average value. Suppose if I ask you to take the average value of 4 and 8, what we will do? 4 plus 8 divided by 2, isn't it? That is 12 divided by 2, 6 you will be getting. Same way, A of j plus B of j divided by 2, right? Thrice you need to consider them, okay, for the 3 sides. Then divide triangle module will be repeatedly called, actually divide triangle module, the same module. That is what recursion is, guys. Recursion means what? Calling the module by itself, calling a function by itself by passing smaller version of the parameter. So parameter which is passed is different here. V1 and V2. V1 and V2 are the V1, V2, V3 will be the smaller version, the obtained value actually. By considering them, we are passing or we are calling the same module again to consider the recursive subdivision. What exactly the recursive subdivision is, as you can see here, sorry. Yeah, as you can see over here, say I have explained you that in the previous video. If you haven't watched, please watch it again. This is what, guys, recursive subdivision is, right? So the triangle, one triangle, concentrate here, check the pointer. A, B, C are the main triangle, isn't it? First subdivision we got B dash, C dash as well as D dash as the midpoint, right? As the number of divisions are increased, what you are supposed to do, you need to consider the smaller triangles, that is A, B dash, C dash as one triangle, this as one triangle, then B dash, B, D dash as the second triangle, C dash, D dash and C as the third triangle. Perform the similar step again, isn't it? That is to find, or that is to obtain the subdivision, you need to make a call for the function divide triangle, right? Fine. If value of n is 0, then number of subdivisions are not mentioned, or number of subdivisions are marked as 0, then just draw a triangle. You are not interested to divide the edges, that indicates. So otherwise it simply draws a triangle with the 3 points A, B, C. This is what the definition of the tetrahedron. So the definition of tetrahedron, actually tetrahedron is nothing but set of 4 triangles. So 4 times actually we are making a call for the divide triangle function, as you can see, individually for each facet. While passing the parameter, you need to be very careful, guys. You should not change the order of the parameter, because say how it is considered, v0, v1, v2. So actually 4 points we have, v0, v1, v2 and v3 are the 4 points defined. So how you are defining the triangle, that is what you should be very careful. So we are defining it as v0, v1, v2, v3, v2, v1 sequence. Just follow the sequence here, v0, v3, v1 as well as v0, v2 and v3. Okay, that is, say here, yeah, in this diagram you can check v3, oh yeah, v0, v1, v2, check the sequence quickly. v0, v1, v2, see here, v0, v1 and v2, v0, v1 and v2, then v3, v2, v1, v3, v2, v1, the face which is behind actually, then v0, v3, v1, v0, v3, v0 is the midpoint, right? v0, v0, v3 and v1, this one, guys, this triangle, and v0, v2, v3, see v0, v2 and v3, follow the pointer, you will come to know. This is how tetrahedron is defined. That's why to define the tetrahedron you need to have this module. Fine. Then we have a display, of course, this is required. So display which is making a call for the tetrahedron. So this tetrahedron structure will be drawn first. This tetrahedron structure will be drawn, followed by tetrahedron make a call for the divide triangle to perform this type of division of each facet. Sorry. Yeah. Then my reshape function, this is required to set the view. We have considered the orthographic view here, as you can see. Then we have a main function where all the callbacks to be registered over here, right? Single buffering is sufficient, where this is not an animation, this is just a static structure. We are displaying this module, this kind of model, see tetrahedron model. So this type of tetrahedron model will be displayed, where each facet looks like this. The depends on the number of subdivisions you have mentioned. Of course, it's a triangular surface. Sorry. Then we have a we have to create a window. Let it be the title of the program, 3D gasket. Then make a call for the reshape function. All the callbacks should be registered with the main function. Glut callbacks, glut reshape function. Then we have a display function, glut display function. Make a call for the display function, which will draw the tetrahedron first, followed by tetrahedron makes a call for divide triangle and draws the makes the it performs the task. Then of course set the background clear color. Okay, this is what the program, guys, and this what the output of the program is, as number of division mentioned as 4, and this is how the output looks like. Okay, as you can see the structure of the gasket, very interesting concept, very important topic as well. Let us see, let us compile the program and see how it works. So here we go for the execution. Guys, open the Visual Studio, create a new project. Okay, Win32 console application, let it be ABC7, click on next and finish. Keep the header file stdfx.h, which is the precompiled header. Rest of the things you delete. Copy the program over here, compile the program, debug the program, check for the errors. If there any error, correct it. Otherwise it will ask you to enter the number of divisions. Let us enter it as 2. See the output. So guys, this is how the model looks like whenever the number of divisions are marked as 2. Okay, you can choose any color as a background color. You can even set a different color for the tetrahedron or the smaller triangles, inside triangles and all. Okay, and this is what very important topic from the theory part as well as from the lab part as well. So hope you understood the concept. If you have any doubt, please ask. You can ask the doubt in the comment section given below. Otherwise you can reach me on WhatsApp. Thank you for watching the video.